keeping up with AI every single day, well, it can feel like drinking from a fire hose, can't it?
It really can, just constant updates.
Exactly. So that's what we do here on the Deep Dive. We sift through it all for you.
Hmm.
Today, we've looked at the latest in AI, research, business, society, the whole picture.
And we're pulling out the crucial bits, explaining why they actually matter.
Think of this as your daily AI briefing. We cut through the noise, straight to the insights you need, no overload.
Sounds good. We've got quite a bit to cover today, some really significant shifts happening right now.
Right. Let's dive in. First up, AI and search. This is a big one.
Huge.
The talk around AI becoming, like, the new search is getting louder. Apple's Eddie Q mentioned it.
And that apparently hit Google's stock price, didn't it?
It reportedly did, yeah. And what's really interesting is Apple exploring AI search integration, from Anthropic, OpenAI, Perplexity.
Right into Safari.
Right into Safari. That's not just tweaking things. It's potentially a fundamental change in how we find stuff online.
Totally. It could disrupt Google's whole ad model if people aren't clicking links as much.
Imagine your browser just answering your question directly, maybe before you even finish typing the search.
The zero-click internet concept.
Exactly. Fewer clicks on traditional results. What does that mean for websites, for creators?
Big questions. They might need to optimize content for AI summaries, not just for human eyeballs browsing search results.
And it's not just Apple thinking this way. Anthropic, the Claude folks.
Yeah, they just launched their own web search API, so other apps can use Claude to search the web in real time.
Okay, so the capability is becoming more widespread, and they put a price on it.
$10 per 1,000 searches. Gives you a concrete idea of the cost involved.
Interesting. Then there's Alibaba's lab, Tongyi. They've got something called Zero Search.
Right. Training LLMs for search, but using AI simulation, not the actual live web.
Huh. So like creating a digital sandbox of the internet to train in.
Kinda, yeah. It gives you control, lets you avoid maybe some of the messiness or bias of the real web.
But what do you lose? Does it miss the sheer randomness or depth of the actual internet?
That's the trade-off, potentially. The real web is incredibly rich and unpredictable, but simulated data could be good for niche topics or where real data is scarce.
Maybe better for abstract concepts, too.
Possibly. It's an interesting approach.
It all feeds back into that zero-click idea we mentioned. OpenAI, Perplexity, giving instant summaries.
Yeah, if you get the answer right there, why click through? It forces a rethink of online business models built on traffic.
Definitely. Though Google isn't standing still, obviously. They're putting Gemini AI on the device in Chrome.
Right, for real-time scam detection while you browse.
That feels like a tangible benefit, Proactive security right there.
It absolutely is. A good defensive move and useful for users.
Okay, let's shift gears. Let's talk about AI's impact on business and the economy. CrowdStrike.
Ah, the cybersecurity firm. They had that big IT outage issue a while back.
That's them. They announced about a 5% workforce reduction, and they specifically mention AI efficiency as a factor.
Wow. Okay, so that's AI moving from theory to actually impacting jobs directly.
Yeah.
Automation replacing tasks.
It seems so. But then look at Pinterest. Their stock actually surged. Why?
They had a strong revenue outlook, and they expect AI to help them attract more advertising money.
So it's not all job losses. Some companies see AI driving growth.
Exactly. It highlights that dual impact. Displacement in some areas, potential enhancement, and new business in others.
Samsung, too. Record revenue last quarter. And they pointed to their AI strategy, even with semiconductor market challenges.
Yeah, it shows how central AI has become. Companies investing strategically seem to be weathering storms better, maybe finding new advantages.
Okay, policy. The Trump administration is reportedly looking at the Biden-era AI chip export rules, aiming to simplify.
That's the report. It's sparking debate, of course, balancing U.S. AI competitiveness against, national security, especially regarding China.
It's a tricky line to walk. Easier exports might boost U.S. firms, but what about the tech ending up elsewhere?
Complex geopolitical stuff. Needs careful thought on the implications.
And OpenAI, talking to the FDA about using AI in pharmaceutical evaluation.
Potentially revolutionary for drug discovery. Imagine AI analyzing vast data sets to find candidates or predict side effects much faster.
speeding up getting treatments to market. Huge potential.
Definitely.
We're also seeing AI target specific industries, like ex-Northvolt execs in Sweden launching an AI startup for manufacturing processes.
That makes sense. Manufacturing has so many complex processes ripe for AI optimization.
Yeah.
Efficiency, predictive maintenance.
Payments, too. Stripe announced what they're calling the world's first AI model for payments.
Interesting. Could mean better fraud detection, maybe smoother checkout experiences. We'll need to see the details.
And the money keeps flowing in. Venture capital, 37% of fundraising last quarter went to AI companies.
Yeah, 37%. That's a huge chunk. Shows investors still strongly believe AI is transformative across the board. Lots more innovation coming.
No kidding. Okay, let's pivot to the tech itself, the underlying AI development. OpenAI first.
Right.
They've expanded fine-tuning options for O4 Mini and GPT 4.1, and they introduced something called RFT for O4 Mini.
Reinforcement fine-tuning. Think of it like super specialized coaching for the AI. You give it specific feedback, reward it for doing exactly what you want on a narrow task.
Ah, okay. So instead of general intelligence, you're honing it for one specific job, making it much better at that.
Precisely. More accuracy, more efficiency for very particular business needs, for example, unlocks more practical applications.
Got it. And in the open source space, NVIDIA released models, OCR.
Open code reasoning. A suite of models, different sizes. And the buzz is they're actually outperforming some OpenAI models on coding benchmarks, like Live Code Bench.
Wow, that's significant for developers, having powerful open source coding tools.
Absolutely. Fuels more innovation when tools like that are freely available.
Meta's contributing too. Llama Firewall, a security tool for AI agents.
Yeah. As these AI agents get more autonomous, security is, well, critical. You need to prevent them going rogue or being exploited.
Yeah.
Llama Firewall helps build in those safeguards.
Makes sense. Researchers at Fudan University introduced LoRSA, a sparse attention mechanism.
Right. Transformers, the models behind many LLMs, use attention to weigh the importance of different words. Sparse attention is a way to make them focus only on the most important bits.
So like not reading every single word in the textbook, just the key sentences. Makes it faster.
Exactly. More efficient. Uses less computing power, can handle longer inputs potentially. Could mean faster AI on your devices.
NVIDIA is also talking up their NeMo framework, speeding up LLM training across big networks.
That's becoming crucial as these models get absolutely massive. Training them takes huge amounts of computing power spread across data centers. NeMo helps manage that.
Another term popping up, GraphRag, enhancing vector search.
Yeah, so vector search finds things based on semantic similarity, the meaning. GraphRag adds another layer, understanding the relationships between concepts using graph structures.
So it knows Apple the fruit is different from Apple the company because of the connections to other related concepts.
Pretty much. It adds context. So your search for, say, Apple benefits is more likely to give you health info, not employee stock options. More precise results.
Cool. And this leads into Agentic AI. It's getting a lot of buzz. Gartner's prediction is pretty startling.
33% usage in enterprise software by 2028, up from less than 1% now. Yeah, that's a huge leap.
So what is Agentic AI really? Like a smarter chatbot?
It's more than that. It's AI that can autonomously reason, plan, make decisions, and take actions to achieve goals with limited human oversight.
Okay, so instead of me telling it step by step, it figures out the steps itself, like planning a trip based on my calendar conflicts.
That's the idea. Proactive problem solving.
Yeah.
Automating complex workflows.
Which explains why SAS announced they're building AI agents with built-in guardrails. You need safety nets for autonomous systems.
Absolutely critical. Responsible AI development means building in those checks and balances from the start.
Google's doing it too, integrating agents and digital twins into their cloud.
Yeah, digital twins, virtual replicas of real things combined with AI agents. They could optimize manufacturing, logistics, city planning, really complex systems, more intelligent cloud services.
Okay, let's broaden out to AI and society. Some complex, even difficult stories here. In Arizona, a family used AI to create a video of a road rage victim appearing to forgive his killer in court.
Yeah, that story was something else.
Yeah.
And the judge apparently allowed it. It raises profound ethical questions about AI, grief, justice.
Definitely heavy. And on the risk side, a report highlighted increasing safety issues with multimodal AI.
Things like generating child sexual abuse material, or CSM, and weapons info using jailbreak techniques, a very serious concern as models get more capable.
Worrying. Meta facial recognition in its smart glasses.
What?
Did they back away from that before?
Reports say they're planning to add it now,
Yeah.
which naturally brings back all the privacy debates.
Of course. Then there are calls from tech leaders for mandatory computer science and AI education in U.S. schools.
Trying to prepare the next generation for this AI-infused world? Makes sense.
And speaking of learning, an AI bot named Ali reportedly scored incredibly well on India's big medical entrance exam, NEET. High accuracy.
Shows the potential of AI in education and assessment, though it also raises questions about cheating, fairness.
Right. And Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO, said he doesn't want his son growing up with an AI best friend.
That's interesting coming from him. Touches on the deeper social and emotional impacts. What does AI companionship mean for human development?
Big questions. Meanwhile, SoundCloud apparently updated its terms, quietly, to allow using artists' music for AI training.
Oh, that'll be controversial. The whole debate around artists' rights and AI training data is far from settled.
Yeah. And did you see that viral video of the malfunctioning AI job recruiter?
Yes. A reminder that AI isn't perfect, especially in sensitive areas like hiring. Can lead to awkward or biased outcomes.
And on the flip side, college students apparently adding typos on purpose to AI-generated papers.
To evade detection software. This is an arms race, isn't it? Shows how people adapt.
Finally, Baidu's Apollo and Car Inc. launching China's first autonomous car rental service.
Autonomous tech moving further into everyday services. Another step towards wider adoption.
Okay. So let's try to wrap up this daily deep dive. What are the big takeaways?
Well, AI search is definitely a battleground now, potentially reshaping how we access info.
Right. And AI is clearly impacting business jobs, revenue, investment. It's not just hype.
The tech itself is advancing incredibly fast. Fine-tuning, open source, and especially these autonomous agentic AI systems.
And underlying it all are these complex, sometimes difficult societal implications we just touched on. Ethics, safety, education, social impact.
Exactly. This daily snapshot just shows how dynamic the field is. It's hitting almost every aspect of life.
Staying informed feels more crucial than ever.
Absolutely.
So, here's a final thought to leave you with today. As AI gets woven deeper and deeper into, well, everything, our daily routines, our infrastructure, what are the most vital questions we absolutely need to keep asking about how it's being built and used? What should we, as people trying to stay informed, constantly be thinking about?
That's the key question, isn't it? Constant vigilance and critical thinking are essential.
Definitely something to mull over. Thanks for joining us for this daily deep dive.